Hey everybody, we're back, and as promised, I'm going to be doing a quick little video here. I have no idea how long this will take, but to chat with all the companions. Since we finished Chapter 2, I think it's a good time to catch up with them. I should be able to, if I had any of them maxed, I should be able to just talk all the way through their entire thing, because it is, it's gated by chapters, if you didn't know that. So if you're playing the game, or if you want to play the game, and you want to know, like, I have, you know, a full set of affection with my companion, but I can't talk with them anymore, and I'm like level 30, because that's happened to me on my bounty hunter. It's gated by the chapters, so you have to finish a chapter, and then all of a sudden you'll have a ton of quests to talk with them, and it's actually a really good way to get experience. I think I got 2 levels out of doing that when I leveled up my bounty hunter, so let's see here. So I gave a ton of gifts to these 3 companions specifically, obviously not so much these 2. I'm going to be giving Gus a lot more affection as we level up, because he'll get like plus 500 and stuff for some of the decisions I make, because he's the last companion I get. But as far as these 3 go, I thought it was pretty important to get these 3 leveled up, since they were some of the first ones, and obviously I will get the rest of them with all their affection later. I seriously put okay, let's go into my inventory. I filled this up twice with gifts, and I got them up like that much. It takes a lot. I probably could have just powered all the way through on one of them, but I decided I wanted to kind of get them all balanced. And I've got a ton of courting gifts, sorry, not gifts, here with me as well, that I can't give Risha yet, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'll be able to do once I go talk to her. So let's, without further ado, get started with Corso, I guess, first. I guess.
I found someone who knows my cousin Rona. He's a street doctor in Corso.
Hold on.
Kind of a shady character.
I was taking a drink of soda, and I forgot that I gave him the infected. Yeah, sure, let's do that. Why not? I totally forgot about that.
I found someone who knows my cousin Rona.
You are hideous.
He's a street doctor in Coruscant. Kind of a shady character, but that's who Rona always
he's a happy zombie.
I think he really can get us to her, but
I'm sorry, I can't take anything he says seriously.
If it gets you to your cousin, I'm in. Just tell me what I'm signing on for.
thank you, Captain. After some of the stuff we've done, I'm just saying it'd have to be one ugly mission to be worth turning down a chance to see my cousin. Let's just go to Coruscant and hear this guy out.
Did it really just give me a quest for that? Wow. Oh, yeah, that's right. The first companion you get actually has quests that you have to go do. I'm so used to just random things happening where it's like, let's go to Coruscant, and it fades to black, and it comes back, and you're like, wow, when we went to Coruscant, and you're like, but I was sitting here the entire time. Well, I guess we'll get back to him and that in a second. Maybe I'll do that as an episode tomorrow and finish him off tomorrow with the quest, but I guess we'll go straight to Bodar from here. You're a person, buddy.
Guns don't get hurt if you sell them.
We probably have many of these to do here.
Why is that? How did you end up with Druga?
Interesting. So he's still talking about his slave life. Oh, wow, that was it? How? No, he's like just barely over half. Yeah, that figures. Okay. Gus? Let's talk to Gus. The best.
Have I said thank you yet? If not, just remind me, and I will, twice a day, like atmospheric suppositories.
Oh.
I mean, most guys, they'd have killed me without a second thought.
Awkward.
I, probably shouldn't keep reminding you not to trust me.
Make me forget. I don't need a reminder.
I'm counting on you to be so helpful that I forget all about it.
Ha! That's a good one. For a second there, I thought you were serious. By the way, can you tell that Corso guy to maybe see a doctor about his snoring? How does anyone sleep on this ship? Just, tell me if you need anything, Captain. I'll be on the comlink, trying to order some decent food.
A doctor about his snoring. More like about his face. Hey-oh! Oh, it was bad. Okay. Kavi? Kavi? Sup, girl?
Your crew is welcome to me. I did not expect that.
What did you expect? Well, it's not personal.
We've got an open door policy.
It was not a coincidence I came to you on Balmora. Your name is famous among bounty hunters for the price both Skavik and Rogan put on you. I wanted to see who was worth so many credits.
I shouldn't, but I have to take the flirt options. Okay, so hold on. Let's back off for a second here. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to best think this because I think I've chosen Risha.
Your crew is welcome to me. I did not expect that.
Yeah. I know. They're
It
used
was
to it.
not-
Yeah. It's my rule, so I have
And you
to.
put a credit value on this? I always thought I was priceless.
Every man and woman has someone who will pay to see them dead. Most just don't follow through. Do not worry. I would not give this up for a bounty.
Good to know that she's not going to stab me in the back. And good to know she also doesn't have anything else to say, because now I could just come down here. Like so.
Bet you were surprised to see I can hold my own in a fight. I'm pretty good with a blaster. My father taught me to shoot when I was 4 years old.
There we go, baby. I've wanted to do that.
You robbed me of my big chance. Teaching a girl to shoot can be romantic, if you do it right.
And very messy
Awkward.
if you don't.
Oh.
Maybe he spared you a visit to the med center. Father wanted me self-sufficient as early as possible. Said I'd need it to survive. He was right. I still remember the day he told me he was going to sleep for a while. Said I was on my own.
Nock was in that carbonite for a decade. Weren't you still counting birthdays on one hand?
I was 11. Made my first solo hyperspace jump and flew to Dantooine. Father had a hideout there. Talk about your one bantha planets. For a few years, Dantooine's population was doubled thanks to me and Father frozen in carbonite.
You talk a lot about Nock, but you've never mentioned your mother.
She died when I was young. I don't remember her. Looking back, I should have been miserable. But it was just a big adventure. Speaking of which, we're overdue for some more excitement. What do you say we get back to our latest caper?
Okay. Yeah, I have a feeling she's got quite a few things to say as well.
Sometimes I can't believe you actually got back my crown. Do you know how many spacers died looking for it? Don't take this the wrong way, but when we first met, I thought you'd end up like all the others.
Yeah.
No wonder you wouldn't let yourself fall for me. You were afraid I'd die.
Oh yes, terrified. You're all right, Captain. With a little polish, you just might shine.
I see what she did there. Whoa, what's that second option? I don't know if I could say that on YouTube. Let's go with 2. Fine, I guess so.
This polishing business sounds like fun. When do we start?
I
Awkward.
wasn't volunteering, Captain. Just observing. I shouldn't be keeping us from our work. I know how busy we are.
Yeah, and she's got another one.
I think I figured out why we get along so well, Captain. We're both restless people. It's how we survive. Trouble loves us, and we just keep on moving. Eventually, Trouble gets tired of following and gives up.
Baby, just let Trouble catch you, finally. You should keep running. Slow down. Stop. Why are you just staring at me?
I'm the kind of trouble that never gets tired. Do yourself a favor, sweetheart. Stop running.
There's a lot of
I don't have
innuendos.
to run from you, Captain. A brisk walk is usually enough. There wasn't
Again.
nearly enough trouble growing up on Dantooine. After being a crime lord's daughter, sitting around got dull real quick. I had a big library of holo recordings from my father, but I could only watch them so many times.
Never figured Nock for the sentimental type. He left you a bunch of hollows dispensing his life's wisdom?
If by wisdom you mean teaching me how to become a criminal, then yes. He was a good teacher. Very detail-oriented. By the time I was 14, I'd had enough. I buried Father's carbonite chamber someplace safe and hit the hyperlanes with a new identity. Those were good times. I met Duran and Adila, got mixed up with Beryl Thorne, lived a life of crime.
Wow, so I gotta tread carefully here. It's like walking on eggshells with her, isn't it? Just like your father. Or, that's the best way to live. Let's go.
I'm sure Nock was proud of your accomplishments.
Actually, he was disappointed I didn't have my own criminal empire. I was having too much fun on my own. I'm starting to enjoy these chats, but I'm feeling restless. Let's go find some trouble.
Yet another one. Jeez, woman.
I envy you, Captain. You'll always be free to do as you please. That all changes for me, once I'm a queen.
Oh, baby. Baby, I could be your king, I guess.
Freedom is overrated, sweetheart. I'd rather buy a nice planet somewhere, retire with the woman of my dreams.
Dream woman, huh? Good thing you've got a vivid imagination. I've studied records about the Drayan dynasty. They started from humble beginnings, distinguished themselves as war heroes, officially anyway. In reality, they backstabbed their way to power just like every other ruler. Some were better at it than others.
Why didn't Nock make his own play for the throne? He was king of the backstab.
He knew recovering the crown was essential to establishing legitimate rule. It's not enough to conquer a world, you have to hold it too. Father had his failings, but he inspired loyalty. Whenever he defeated a rival gangster, he always freed the enemy slaves. He gave them a
Good to know.
choice. Join him or take their chances elsewhere. No recriminations for anyone who left. The rest became family.
Interesting way to recruit new talent. How many slaves actually signed on?
Those people had a lot of anger issues. Most were excited to have a job that let them express it. There was this one little Twi'lek girl who joined us. Best thief I ever met. Got into all sorts of trouble together. We were like sisters, but when Father's organization collapsed, we got separated. I never found out what happened to her.
That little Twi'lek girl is actually a vet from the warrior companion. First warrior companion you get, so it's warrior companion. Just in case you didn't know that. It's a cool little fun fact there.
Never too late to find her. If she's as good a thief as you say, she might come in handy.
That was a long time ago. Sometimes it's better to leave the past alone. You're really bringing out my chatty side today. That usually means I need to get some exercise.
Hey,
Let's find something more exciting to do than stand around.
hey. Wow, she really wants to talk. Okay. And yeah, she got a lot of affection going on there. Okay, that's fine.
Seems like I've been doing all the talking lately. Makes me suspicious.
Bum,
The
bum,
biggest
bum.
drawback of the criminal lifestyle is you don't meet a lot of decent men. Most are long on charm, short on substance. What's underneath that charming exterior, Captain? Or is that all you've got?
Well, it's not like I have any choice here. I have to take that one.
Maybe I just didn't want to bore you with personal details. You want to know more about me? Ask away.
You're a mercenary who takes jobs for free. How do you plan to stay in business, Captain Goodheart?
Hoo-hoo.
I'm looking to settle down with a nice girl of independent means. Know anybody like that?
At least you're honest. I won't lie. I enjoy spending time with you, but I'm not like other girls. The easy lines are wasted on me. If that doesn't scare you off, maybe this will actually go somewhere. I guess we'll see.
Ooh. Jeez! Gosh, she really wants to talk. That's fine. It's fine. I told you this would be an entire video.
If I'm going to take over Dubrillion, I can't keep looking for allies in the same old places. The scum of the galaxy isn't as useful when you're stealing a throne. I need a better class of accomplices.
Yeah, which that's actually a kind of hard choice.
You can't steal anything big without some corrupt officials on your payroll.
There are some interesting rumors out of Dubrillion. Turns out the aristocracy is unhappy with the king. Some nobles are secretly rebelling.
Do you guys ever play this game when you're watching these videos? Do you look at this and go, I would choose that one, and then I choose like a random one? You're like, oh, I wouldn't have chose that one. That's what I imagine you guys do.
Hating the king is one thing. Putting you on the throne is something else.
The point is, the planet's politics are ripe for change. All I have to do is personify that. Dubrillion is turning into another Alderaan. A new queen could prevent that, assuming she had the aristocracy's support. But that means taking this game to a new level. You up for that?
Hey.
I'm not leaving you until you're sitting pretty on that throne. And not even then.
I'll have to find you a political appointment. Maybe something in sanitation?
Ouch.
I've put out feelers to some key Dubrillion nobles. When one of them bites, be ready to pounce. In the meantime, we have plenty of other business to keep us occupied.
You see that tag, like, on my robe there, just hanging out? I think that was a tag. Is that a tag? No, it's part of my pistol. It's pretty funny. It looks like... Okay. Like I forgot to tuck the tag in. Or cut it. Or something. I'm a smuggler. I probably
we're spending
stole
a
it.
lot of time together. I'm not complaining, but you know this can't go anywhere, right?
Hey.
Sooner or later I have to leave your ship. I don't want any hard feelings when I do. Does that make sense?
I'd rather regret you for the rest of my life than get scared off by your crazy talk.
There's
Hey.
just no reasoning with you. Have it your way. If you want to make something of whatever it is we have, fine. But don't say I didn't warn you.
Ah, gosh, why do you keep talking? Why, man? She's gonna level me.
Never thought I'd say this, but you're my favorite partner in crime. You make beating the odds look easy, Captain.
What can I say? I'm inspired by a beautiful woman.
Just so we're clear, I had a snappy comeback for that line, but I'm not using it out of respect. I've definitely learned a few dirty tricks from watching you work. Think I might have found a few of my own. We'll find out at our next death-defying showdown. I can't wait.
Too bad I actually never take you with me anywhere. Because you hate everything I do. Why does she forget this?
You probably think I'm chasing Dubrillion's throne to get rich, don't you?
No, not at all.
You're a much more complicated woman than that.
You think I'm complicated. But in a good way, right? Because I am. Complicated. I've seen what bad leadership does to a place. Alderaan, Nar Shaddaa, even Coruscant. They all suffer because of who's in power. I'm not looking to plunder Dubrillion. I want to make it better. Run their society the right way.
I gotta go with the first one.
I knew that mercenary attitude was a lie. You're a bleeding heart do-gooder.
Don't be ridiculous. I'm talking about political survival. Every successful leader has the same strength. They're perceived as generous by their subjects. Give the people just enough of what they want, and they'll leave you alone. That's something the King of Dubrillion doesn't understand.
You can't give people what they want if you can't afford it. Maybe Dubrillion isn't as wealthy as you think.
It's wealthy enough to support an aristocracy. Of course, they need to get paid off too. I can make this work. It's all about negotiation, and I'm good at that. I'm just thinking out loud now. We should get back to business.
Yes. Quite. Ah! Oh my gosh! Why? Why do you still have things to say? This has been the entire episode. She's gonna be maxed by the time... Okay, you know what? Guys. We're gonna stop here. We're gonna stop here. And we'll be back tomorrow to do Corso's quest and the rest of her. And I mean that in many ways, because, I mean, I'm telling you, just, look at all those gifts right there. To to give to her. So, and those will actually work now. They didn't before, but now they will. And she apparently still has 1.5 million things to talk about. So, on that note, well, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed speaking to my companions as much as I have. Poor Gus, I probably should give him more gifts. But I think on that note, we will see you guys next time.